Does your pup have fall allergies? Because Gemma really suffers from them, and these are the top things that are helping us out. If you've been following Gemma's allergy journey, you know she has extreme environmental allergies year-round, and absolutely nothing that our vets have done have helped. The Cytopoint shot does not help. Nothing that they've tried or suggested has been even remotely useful in this situation. So we've been left on our own to figure out how to make her better. One thing that has historically worked for Gemma to not take away all of her itchiness and her stress, but to definitely help alleviate it a little bit, has been Zesty Paws Allergy Immunity Bites. And they recently came out with a new version that is a vet strength version, so it's a little bit more intense than the normal version. So while I keep Lucy on the normal Zesty Paws Allergy Immunity Bites, Gemma has been up-leveled to the vet strength version, and this seems to really help. But we also have combined it with their skin health. This is going to be really great for helping her itchiness, and combined, these two seem to be making quite a successful impact. Again, it doesn't take it away, but it definitely helps. Now, with these, she takes 2 per day, given her size. She's an English Springer Spaniel, so that's 2 of each of this. It does mean that I am giving her a lot of these, and it does add up, but given Cytopoint didn't work for her, and none of the other things that our vets have suggested or tried with her have helped in the least, I will definitely be spending money on Zesty Paws to help her out. But that's not the only thing we're working with. A new to us company has reached out and asked us to try out their multivitamins for dogs. These are designed specifically for skin itchiness, things like your mobility and joint health, and it's really good for your heart as well. And so we are about 1 week into testing this out. I do not have results yet because it usually takes 4 to 6 weeks, but it is something we are testing out, and it's specifically designed to help with that itchiness. Now, based on all of my research of them, it has helped a lot of dogs, so I'm really interested to see if this is going to work for us, follow along on this journey. But these are also going to be supplements that I'm giving them twice a day. When it comes to helping your dog with allergies, gut health is incredibly important. Making sure they have proper digestion and that you're supporting their gut with those probiotics is really, really valuable for your dog. So supporting from the inside out is really, really great. But something that I see make a really big difference is focusing on the outside to help the outside be less itchy. So I really like to use a paw wash. This one is by Dandelion, and this is formulated by vet dermatologists. It's got a little scrubby on the end, and you can actually take that off to clean it off. You just press down, it foams that soap out, and then you just move it over their paws and take a towel and dry it off. So this is going to be safe for your dogs if they're licking at it or if they're chewing on their feet. And this just helps to remove dirt and debris and those pollen allergens that you pick up from outside when you're playing or when you're on walks. This has been something that I carry around with me if we go out on an adventure. I put this in the car, and as soon as we get back in the car, I scrub off her feet so that she doesn't have time to sit there and chew on her feet and ingest any of those allergens. So washing off her feet is going to be a really big one, but I also want to make sure I'm washing off her body as well. Because when it comes to allergens, they are going to get all over your dog. It will be on their legs, it will be on their fur, their backs, their head, their noses if they're snuffling the ground. And so I use baby water wipes. These are from Huggies, but you can use any brand that is water wipes. So these are 99% water. They don't have any chemicals in it. They're fragrance-free, scent-free. They are not scented at all. And I just take these out, and depending on how I'm using them, I either use an entire sheet and just wipe down my dog, or if I'm just cleaning up eye allergies, I will rip it in half or even in quarters and just remove the little bits that I need to. It's soft, it's gentle, and it doesn't disintegrate like a tissue does or a toilet paper does. It is not harsh like a paper towel. So this is going to be really nice for gently removing things, but also getting those allergens off of my dog's body before we get back into the house or right when we get back in the house. This is also really great if you're traveling and going to the beach for getting sand off of your pup as well. So with the combination of these things, we are actively working on helping Gemma to be more comfortable in the fall when all of those allergens hit her so incredibly hard. She struggles a lot in the spring, in the summer, and in the fall. We're not quite as bad in the winter because we don't have a lot of those allergens in the air. We've got the snow, we've got the ice, and so that helps her out a bit, but it doesn't remove them entirely. So with Gemma's journey, we are continuing to work with our vets. I'm trying a multitude of different new vets because nobody's been able to help us, and I'm not satisfied just listening to them say, well, whatever. So I'm actively working on finding new people with knowledge of this to help Gemma out, and then I'm actively doing my own research as well to make sure that she stays safe and taken care of while she's living her best life. Gemma suffers a lot with these allergies. She's a very itchy girl, and so when I find something that does work, I double and triple down on it just to make sure that we're really getting it the way that it needs to be. Now with those supplements, please pay attention because it does take a couple of weeks for those to really get into their systems and be able to help them from the inside out. But the things like the washes and the wipes are going to be more of a quick fix for you, and you're going to start to see results earlier because you're removing a lot of those allergens directly from their skin, making it easier for them to overcome at least a little bit of the allergens that they're dealing with. So let me know, what do you do for your dog's fall allergies? What else should we be trying for Gemma? And follow along for the journey, because we're not done finding a way to fight for poor Gemma to make sure she is happy and healthy while she's living her best adventure dog life. And we want to make sure you're on the journey with us to make sure that if something's helping us, it could potentially help you, and if something's helping you, it could help us as well. So let me know, where do you guys stand on this? Do your dogs have fall allergies, and what should we be testing out next to see what's going to work best for Gemma and maybe for your pup too? We'll see in the upcoming episodes.